I got this Carmen at a yard sale just a couple weeks back. I'm finally getting around to washing her clothes and her hair and restyling her so she's ready to go on the shelf. So I'm just going to take everything off. You can see my daughter's tiny hands in the background because she likes to be involved. And apparently she was wearing 2 skirts, which was kind of exciting. I got a bonus skirt. And I just have to take her little buns out so that I can wash her hair. And I'm going to work on keeping her curls. I don't want to have to recurl it, and I don't want to lose them. So I'll take these out, but at the end I'll put the buns back in because I do like them. I think they're cute with her rainbow hair. And these rubber bands are like embedded in her hair. So because she has curly hair, I'm using only cold water, just straight cold, no heat. And I'm using just normal hand soap to make sure that I get it very clean. I'm trying not to like scrub it, but just to lightly get it everywhere. And I'm just using my daughter's Aussie Curls conditioner, and I'm getting that everywhere. Gotta make sure it's on everything. And I'm also gonna bring out the big conditioner, which is my Kinky Curly Not Today. I can brush through anything in my hair or my daughter's hair with this stuff. So I'm leaving that in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start gently brushing it in sections. Here I am discovering that there is hair stuck in her neck that I cannot get out. And I really don't want to heat her head up to take it off, just to get it out. I don't even know how it gets that embedded in there. It is in there. Like the head had to have come off and been put back on for this to happen, right? Just not giving up. I'm trying to get it out. And it just kind of snapped, and then I tossed out the extras. Because this is sped up, it doesn't look like I'm being careful brushing her hair out, but I really am. Every time there's a knot, I'll kind of finger comb it a little bit and then go back in with the brush, and I'm trying to let the curls spring back on their own. So this brush doesn't even go all the way through the hair most of the time. As soon as there's a knot, the bristles bend. A lot of times when you're brushing out curly hair, it'll feel like you just need to keep adding conditioner, but you just need to keep it really wet. So adding more water is often the key. So whenever it just starts to feel like I'm not getting through those knots, I just spray it with water, and it really helps. And her hair is tied around itself and basically become like a hair tie of its own, a natural hair tie. Carmen's hair definitely is curlier than mine and my daughter's. But this process is basically just a miniature version of what I have to go through for our hair. Yeah, and you can see every time I'm starting to feel like I'm not getting through, I just get it wet a little more. Okay, and this Cantu gel is one that I use on my own hair. So I'm just scrunching it in, just scrunching up from the bottom toward the roots. And then there's a couple of these that are looking a little frizzy, so I'm just kind of finger curling them with some gel. I'm not going to go through her whole head, that would take quite a while. I'm just getting these really scraggly ones. Or ones that are kind of curling one direction and then halfway through they turn the other direction. I like to try to fix those also. Here we have what you would call a plop. So basically I am just letting her curls scrunch up underneath her, and then I'm tying this towel around, and this is how I'm going to let it dry. Some people use shower caps to kind of get a similar thing, but I want to keep this tight. I want it close to her head. I don't want to give it any length to stretch out. So this is 3 days later. I really wanted to give this time to fully dry, and I didn't check it, I just left it for as long as I could stand to wait. And her hair definitely stayed curly. I'm really happy with it, so I'm just shaking it out. Coming out of that thing is kind of like box hair, but not as bad. But just a good shake will help it out, and then you can also, you know, scrunch it from the bottom, just like when it was wet, and that helps too. I'm gonna go ahead and put the buns back in because I do really like how they look with the rainbow hair right there. I think it shows it off nicely. I'm experimenting with how I'm gonna keep it back from the hairline and not have it like right up in the front. I ended up just pulling a strand of hair from the middle of the back of her head and kind of up through her hair and tying it to that. Honestly, I cannot explain why this specific hairstyle was just really difficult for me. I mean, I've done way more complex things, but I just had a really hard time getting the buns evenly back from her head and, you know, just generally right where I wanted them and to curl around the right way. It didn't go well for me, but in the end it turned out fine. So here she is with just the tiny ponytails, which were also cute because in the, you know, you got the rainbows all over. And I thought about tying a piece around and just leaving them as little tiny pigtails. But in the end, I decided I did want the buns. Unfortunately, I was having a hard time getting the second rubber band on to hold the actual bun, so I kept pulling her out from under the camera just to tie it around. So here's the final hair, and I think that it really does look good. I think that the curls look good. I think it looks a lot like her original, and I'm really happy with how wild the colors look. Now that her hair is done, it's time to get her dressed and give her hands. I think this outfit is really cute, though I did realize looking back at this that I just kept her original earrings, which are gold, when all of her other clothes have silver details. Normally that wouldn't bother me if it wasn't just one thing that's gold. Only one. I need more to make it look intentional because it definitely wasn't. But I'm really happy with her and I'm glad to add her to my shelf. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there will be plenty of other restyles, plenty of other rehabbed and rescued dolls because I love a deal, and lots of other stuff. So check out my other videos, subscribe if you like what you see, and give me a comment. Have you ever had a doll with its hair that jammed up in its neck? I cannot believe that happened. See you guys!